Good afternoon, it's Paul T's Beer Reviews. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, because sometimes the microphone doesn't pick me up so good, does it? So we're working on that one. Today we're going to do one of my favourite, well no, we're going to do Stella on draught from the Perfect Draught machine. So I will just try and pour a
decent pint without getting it too frothy, eh?
Now.
I don't want an ice cream. Got my flakes to put in it.
Best you're lucky you don't pour it.
I know it is. My attempts are even worse.
Here we go. It is Stella. Make you feel better, Simon Mulder.
Okay. Right, let's start by taking this up to the camera so you can have a look. Oh, there we go. Good carbonation, good head, nice golden colour. It's quite heavy in that glass.
It's a Stella chalice, that's what it's all about. So, where do we start? Alright, I'll start by saying we wasn't going to review this, but everyone said, yeah, you've got to review it. You haven't done the Stella, you know, so... okay. I did have a few of them last night to sample, didn't I? Actually, half a keg after a couple more, and I must say, it still tasted rank.
Right, I think the main thing to note with this is the Stella that is on the Perfect Draught machine, so it's in the Perfect Draught keg, which comes in at 5% rather than the cans that they lowered in the UK. I think they put them down to about 4.6 or something. So this is 5% in there, and it's brewed over in Europe, isn't it?
It's brewed in Belgium, yeah.
Belgium, there
Did
we
you know
go.
that? You know
Yes.
that? She's a bit of a
I
Stella,
thought it
by
was.
the way.
So I think that's going to improve it for most people. The fact that it's poured through the draft and that it's slightly higher in alcohol.
Okay. Well, it smells like Stella.
Out of all the old traditional style lagers, this is like a Pilsner lager, isn't it? It's one of my favourites. It's always been about...
You've got a lot of favourites.
Out of all the sort of traditional lagers that you always remember being around, I really do like Stella.
We get a couple of beatings off some of your exes after it.
No, I'm not giving out a few though.
Because it's, you know, the old wife beater. So it's husband beater as well then, or boyfriend beater.
Yeah. It's... You can smell some kind of citrusy notes there.
Yeah, old notes, isn't it? It's old school, it is what it is, but it's, you know, I personally don't think it's a lot different to the Cayenne. I read all this crap in all these beer groups, and let's be honest, it's like Stella's like the god, and I've never understood it. I know I'm not the brightest bean in the book, granted, but I happen to think that I know a good beer and a crap beer, and this is still crap. It's just a average tasting lager. You know, it's cold. It's nice at 3 degrees for the Perfect Draught. I mean, what do you say about it?
It's good. It's medium bodied. It's well balanced. It's medium carbonated. It's light, refreshing. You've got a sort of medium bodiedness to it. It's not too bitter. It's not too sweet. There's a certain sort of freshness at the end there, almost floral or
rank,
spicy, almost a sort of spiciness to the finish on it. For me, like I say, all the traditional lagers, this one for me is always the one that I will go to. If they've got sort of traditional lagers at a pub, it's the Stella I'll go for. If I have to pick something up over in the shop, it'll be a Stella that I'd go for. So I do like it.
Yeah, okay.
I find it refreshing.
But then if we go to the Prince of Wales, they've got Stella on draft, and you take Hop House 13, which is not only lighter, but that's even more
Yeah,
crap.
but it's a total different style. Hop House 13 isn't like your standard kind of lager. It's got much more of a floral kind of, almost like a pale ale kind of taste.
You've never had a Stella in that pub?
Uh-huh.
No, only me. You've had Stella. You've never?
I've had Stella.
Very rarely.
When we were in there last time we stayed, what did I drink?
Ah, that's because I said 3 Stellas.
There we go.
Because there was nothing
did drink
better in the
Stella,
pub.
didn't I?
It was the most fun. You like that bit, didn't you? Yeah, once, okay. And you remember it. So, yeah, as I say, I think with the perfect draft, obviously, I'm more into my Weizen beer. So obviously I prefer them. But I mean, as far as lagers go, I think your Spaten, your Hasselroder, if it ever comes back, is a far better choice. That's just me personally. As I say, I mean, I tried to get into it last night. I'd had a couple, and then I started on the keg, doing a bit of sampling like you do. Got up to about 5 beers, and it was still just, it's average. It's a, you know, there's nothing to shout and sing about it.
I like it. I especially like it on the PD machine because, like I say, you've got that little bit higher alcohol volume, and I think that does affect taste. I think that they really did themselves a disjustice by bringing the alcohol down in the cans for the UK. So yeah, for me, Stella's good. It's, well, I'll drink it out of the can, drink it at the pub. I particularly like it through the PD machine. It gets a definite yes from me.
Well, I'm not giving it a yes.
Oh, you can't give it a no. How can you give it a no?
Because
Stella's like an all-round drink that
I
everyone can drink.
I think, and I'm being honest here, that PDs were built for better things than Stella. I mean, I know Simon Mulder might delete me as a friend if he watches this.
Yeah, but that's all about personal choice. Your personal choice. You miles prefer Weizen beer to a Pilsner
I just mentioned
or
you got
Hellies or anything
you got
else.
Spaten's better than Stella.
That's why these machines are good, because you can get a bit of variation and try to...
Hasselroder, that's better than Stella, however they're pronounced. But they're both better than Stella, and that's how it is. I mean, I'm going to do this with a can.
I don't know how you can do it with a can though, because, like I say, this isn't brewed in the UK, whereas the can's brewed in the UK. It's going to taste different. It's going to be the keg's going to be far superior because it's higher in alcohol.
It's only 0.4%.
Yeah, but it still makes the difference. People have noticed the difference. I noticed.
Oh, come on, half of it's in their head. You know it as well. Rubbish. So if I was to blind test you on a can,
Yeah,
you'd
I
be
can
able to
tell the
pick it up in
difference.
seconds.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay.
I get a tinny taste from cans anyway.
Right, then I'll get a bottle. I don't think you'd know the difference. Especially after you'd had a few. You've only got to do it when she's had 2 or 3 pints. And like, you know, what's the word?
That's a possibility, yeah. I would want to do it totally stone cold. So.
Yeah, because then you've got a 50% chance, haven't you? So it's not that hard a blind test, is it? It can go wrong, as you know, as we both know.
Yeah.
But no, I can't vouch for this. I can't recommend it because it's overrated crap, you know. It's like, I go back to,
So harsh.
I mean, you've got some really cracking YouTube reviewers we see anything, and you've got a lovely lad, Baz, all the beer, no idea. Like when he had his tenants, and he did an up video, and he said 9 pints, and it's still effing crap. It would be the same with that. You'd be a bit more drunk than you would on the tenants, but it's still the same. Like tenants, it's rank. Right. Okay.
So yours is a no. I'm giving it a yes. And
I'm saying
I'm
no.
still, it's a 7. It's a good all-rounder all the way.
I don't even want to rate it. That's how it is. I am on a definite no,
Ooh.
and that's how it is. At least I'm
This
honest.
review's going to be controversial.
Yeah, but I'm being honest. It's shit. It's crap. It's rubbish. It's just like...
Let us know. Comment. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with Paul? Let us know.
Anyone with any intelligence would agree with me. It's rubbish. That's how it is. If I put this in the Facebook group, obviously I'll get abused, but that's how it is. But at least I'm honest, you know. We all have our own opinion, and that was the whole idea,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
no, it's what people like to drink and what they don't like to drink is just personal.
Yeah, I know, but Stella's like the holy grail in some of these beer groups. I mean, you can tell they drank too much, innit, when they're raving about this. It's like, are you out your mind? Anyway.
We'll leave it there, I think.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Bonjour, people.
Bye.